Hey folks, it's Frith Guardians here, how you doing? Welcome back to World of Warcraft. Good afternoon to him. We go to our Steam-powered auctioneer over here. And first what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift-click the flying machine, have a look in there. 15,000 gold right there, so we will go here, right-click it there, and I'm going to go with 12,500 on there, and I'm going to go with 14,000 as a buyout price on there, and I'm going to list it for 48 hours. Let's see if we sell it. We might not. We have no idea. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to have a look at these two items here. We bought one of each. No bronze frameworks and bronze tube in here. No bronze tubes either. Actually, there's one thing that we will do is if I just go with bronze bar and see how much those are selling for, typically 11 gold a piece. And you need at least one bronze bar to make each of those items there. Chances are someone's going to be leveling something up and is going to want one. I don't remember if it's 1 or 2 bars that is needed to make it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell this for 9 gold 50, and then I'm going to sell that one there is going to be 10 gold. 3 silver. We only paid a handful of silver for it, so that's, you know, we're making like 10 times the profit on it. I'm going to do the same with this one. 9 gold 50. I'm not out to make a vast fortune on it. It's just something that we can quickly chuck up as we're right here next to it. Alright, I'm just asking because he did say that there is, because I've said at the moment to be Worgen, Panda, or Dwarf for our Hunter that we go for, because the others have already been covered. The problem with the guild roster, I tried looking at this, and I don't think you can see what race people are. You can see, like, other notes on here, so we've got, like, who's the alts of who, but I don't think it's actually possible to see what race. Oh, yes, you can. You've got to do it like this. You've got to go through the list, so it can take a minute or two. But it looks like at the moment, when we finish this character here, we get to level 120, and I start the Hunter that I'm going to... So the one that I'm going to do next is a Hunter. It looks like we're going to have a choice between a Dwarf and a Panda. The reason that I'm saying that that's the only choices we've got is because I would also like to be able to do this achievement here. We do want to try and do this. Stay classy. Complete all those. We get the Guild Vault voucher, so we get 8th tab on our guild, which would be wonderful. And if you have a look through, I believe that there is human hunter is very nearly. I don't want to do a human anyway because we've just done a human, so we want a new race. Hunter for the night elves has been done. For the gnomes has been done. Nobody's done anything in the dwarves, so I'm thinking we'll likely go for that. Draenei again hasn't been done, but I'm pretty certain that there is a hunter well on their way with those. And Torvald has got a Worgen hunter. He's on his way with that one. There isn't a hunter for the pandas. So we've got panda that we could go for, and we've got dwarf that we could go for. And I'm pretty certain that there is a high-level Draenei and Worgen hunter in the guild, which means that we would kind of... Those could be possibilities, but me personally, I'm favouring the dwarf. I would like to do a dwarf, but I'm quite happy to do a panda as well, because I quite like the starting story for the panda. So either one of those would be pretty good.
Go!
I notice you're not wearing any earrings. Could I interest you in a pair of bolt-action carbine hoops? They're not very rusty. Yeah, I don't really want rusty earrings. Right, let's see what he's got. It's catastrophe. No, even worse, a conspiracy. I heard the Legion was back again, and I thought to myself, Hobart, now's your time to shine. I made us enough guns to blow those demons back to the beginning of time. But when we get here, and then we get here, and what happens? Everyone just happens to find all these ancient artifacts to fight the demons with. Long story short, I have too many guns and need to get rid of them. So we need to take the crate of guns down to Filgo Scrap Bottom in the underbelly, and that gets us Legion Engineering. There we go. It's nice and easy to pick these up. You get some very basic starting quests, and away you trot. We have tons of hunters, however, the member roster doesn't list their race. So basically, we just got to go down through and look at some of these in here, and then we've got to go over to the first one and have a look in there. So, like, we've got Hunting Rider right here. So if I look into the chat and I look down through here, I got to find Hunting Rider, who is there. He is a human hunter, so we could actually have a rider leveling up a human hunter before too long. And then we're going to have another look. So he was on 2 days ago with that character. Windcreed is kinda is already... wait a minute. Kinda is Gnome Hunter, it says right there. Oh! If you mouse over the name... Why does it only show some of them? Only seems to work on some of them on the second tab. Whether it's only the high level ones, but we are able to use this. So, Firefoxy right there, an alt, she's a human hunter as well. So human hunters are well covered. Minxie right there hasn't actually been online for 8 months. So let's just see who Minxie is a minute. Valley of the Four Winds. Need to have a look for a Minxie on the list. Minxie is a gnome hunter. We've already got a fully leveled up gnome hunter anyway, so that one's not a major problem. There, Damocles, not been on for 11 months, so I'm not sure whose alt that one is. Right, anyway, it does look like we are given a choice between Dwarf Hunter and Panda Hunter. So it's between those two, so I'd like you to say which one you think we should go for. Ooh.
Shield Hill it is. There's no time to waste.
Auric, Trueheart. Oh, yeah, of course. Right. Auric, Trueheart gathered, and Travad gathered. I'm supposed to find him. Let's do that bit a minute because we've got that quest to do. Let's go up in here. Inscription. Anyway.
How are you doing?
No offense, but I don't have time to chat. I have a shield to find. You're needed urgently at Crassus Landing first. Terenas sent me.
Farewell to ye.
Farewell to you as well.
Now he's a good man. Count me in. There's too much danger about to turn down a wee bit of help.
Right, well, he's
We may not be alone in this after all, Tahu. Let's see what Tyrosus has to say.
Right, he'll go and do that. I need to take the crate of guns down to Philgo's scrap bottom in the underbelly. The underbelly you can get to through this door, or there's another one up the top end of Dalaran that you can use up there. So we're going to come down to here. Classic Larry. Saying nothing, he eyes you warily. Right. 4 gnomes, 3 humans, 2 night elves, 1 dark iron dwarf, 2 worgen, 1 void elf, and 1 dwarf. According to the armory. So, yeah, choice between dwarf and panda, from what we can see. Down into Dalaran, the underbelly. So we're going to go into here. Now, the problem with Dalaran, the underbelly, guards prevent players from attacking one another. This doesn't last, right? That gets lifted up, and then everybody can attack everybody, and it is a complete open free-for-all down here. That's not so good. If you're good at PvP, then it's absolutely wonderful. If you're not very good at PvP, then it's a genuine struggle. So there is a level question mark Blood Elf Paladin. He's a level 120, I'm guessing. And as soon as the guards disappear, he is going to hand my backside to me on a plate, which I don't really want. Now, what you used to get down here in the underbelly is up through there was Madame Goya, Miss Zulin, Madame Goya's assistant. You used to have the black market available up here. The black market is no longer available. Absolutely no panda hunters in the guild at present. We actually have several dwarf hunters, but I didn't count Partsgar, Foodgar, etc. But none of the dwarf hunters are very high level. So you got Madame Goya here, and then you've actually got Madame Goya. Black market.
These are the finest goods in the land.
Rhinestone sunglasses, 500,000 gold right there. Bohemi's Deathwind Mantle, 4,005 Tabard of Nature right there. Senjin Fetish, Champion Seal times 40 to go and buy that one. That one will sell for a large amount of money. Rhinestone sunglasses, what do these even look like? Oh, those are brilliant. That would be why they're costing 500,000. That is seriously fabulous. Those are absolute. Look at those. Those are brilliant. I want rhinestone sunglasses. That's 500,000 to buy those, though. Oh, what a shame. I want rhinestone sunglasses. They would be so awesome. Look at that. I want them. I will never be able to have them.
And heart
Once we reach level 110, I believe that she disappears from here, and so she's only available to see in the Legion zone. So yeah, we've got hunters in the guild, but it does look like right now the only hunters that are actually well, there are some dwarf hunters, but there aren't any that are actually being used, and there is a couple of worgen hunters being used a little bit. So I'm thinking panda or dwarf. We're a straight choice, and those are the races that I'm favouring anyway. I mean, there is Draenei, but for the hunter, I'm actually favouring hunter or panda or dwarf. I just kind of like the feel of those races to go with being a hunter. I don't know why, but that's just my personal preference. So we'll go with those two. Choose between those two.
Pleased to meet you.
Tell me what you like. How may I help you? Now that's quite the haul of guns. Suppose these fell off the back of a griffin, right? Philgo gives you a sly wink.
Daylight's burning.
Daylight's burning. Say, since you're down here, I have something that you might be interested in. Philgo points over to a husk lying in the junk behind him. Found that thingy down in Asuna. Now, just lying on the beach. I'm sure with a little tinkering, an engineer like you could probably get it up and running in no time. Might even be useful against the Legion. Kind of like fighting Fel with Fel. Yeah, okay. Bring the Fel Reaver husk back to Diddy the Wrench in Dalaran. Okay, I can do that. So we'll grab that one. We have now learned level 1 Legion. Crate of Rat Stallion harnesses. Now this, right here, the Rat Stallion harness, there is a way to get this as a permanent mount. But this is a temporary mount. Right, you can use the rat to get around in here. And it is actually pretty cool being able to use the rat to get around in here. But like I say, it's a temporary mount. As far as I know, you can get a permanent Rat Stallion mount for use down there. Yeah, hurts
Even
right.
if no one here will help us, we must fulfill our duty. Let us pray that what remains of our order will be enough.
Where did Travad go? I just seen him talking. He's... Oh, there he is. He's who I need to speak to.
Portier!
You walk in the path of the light. What guides you here this day?
Goodbye.
Come to Crassus Landing.
If there's any chance of finding aid, Efrina and I will come. Stay, Dawnbreaker.
Right. He's off as well. We will go up there in a minute. And I do want to just have a look in here. Collections. I'm pretty sure that rat is available. Rat Stallion right there. Underbelly Tycoon Achievement. Category Broken Isles. Right. Underbelly Tycoon. What is it you've got to do in? I'm pretty sure expansion features... Draenor Legion. No, it's not in there. Is it just collections? It might be exploration. Legion. You got those. Underbelly. Right. Loot 20,000 sightless eyes in Dalaran's underbelly. Now, when the guards disappear in Dalaran's underbelly, you can then start attacking monsters, you can start attacking other players, and you can start getting chests and things like that. And ultimately, those things will reward you with some sightless eyes. So if you grind out 20,000 sightless eyes by attacking anything that moves under there, literally anything that moves, you end up with a load of sightless eyes, and you can get that rat mount, which is a pretty cool mount. So it's something that I might come back and do a little bit with. There's all sorts of things that I want to come back and do things with. If you got some springs loose, I can probably show you how to fix them up. Is there something you need fixed? How did you get your hands on this? Tiddy begins inspecting the husk. Do you realize that what we could do with something like this? Our own personal Fel Reaver. We could lay waste to our enemies. We could advance our knowledge of science and technology. We could make it serve as drinks. Okay.
Be careful out there.
Oh, I see all of the possibilities, I suppose. I'll get started on fixing it up with stuff I have around the shop.
Time is money, friend.
Yikes. Okay, this thing is missing a lot of parts. Why don't you go hunt down some new gears or whatever while I do what I can to its existing frame? colleague of ours down in Azuna might be able to help out here. His name's Flintlock. Fetching parts should keep him out of trouble. Just don't let him build anything.
Hurry back.
Right, so we got a little job that we need to do over in Asuna. Now, if we zoom out a little bit, Asuna is that one down there, and there is our man in Asuna. I think that this area, I think Asuna is the one that you do first, and then I think those three you choose, or it might just be that you choose any of them. You do them in any order you want to. Not 100% sure on that. However, I have learned... No, this... Wait a minute, I thought I learned... Legion Engineering. You gained the Legion Engineering skill. Right, I've learned Legion... Oh, it might just be it's not showing up there, because I haven't actually learned any new things yet. Engineering... No, Engineering Trainer, that's...
Go with honor, friend.
You. Engineering Supplies. What? I can now learn these. Requires Legion Engineering 1. That's 128. I don't have 128. Requires previous rank. Right, those all require previous rank. I can get the Intra-Dalaran Wormhole. It's 128. Laystone Ore, 150. Chaos Blast.
Go! Go!
Goblin Engineering Trainer. Steam Pack.
Well, spit it out.
That's no
Keep it
good.
real.
Well, he's no... That
Need
one...
help?
He doesn't show anything.
Be careful.
Okay, now I'm just confused. Where's the new engineering trainer? It might be that we've got to go and we've actually got to do the next bit. We've got to complete that before we're allowed to get any new recipes. It could very well be. Right, so anyway, we've got to find the dude there, but we also want to do the urgent gathering. There. Right. Urgent gathering. We'll go and do that first. And then once we've done the urgent gathering, and look in here, so that there are people that will go down there, and they'll go through and, like, keep harvesting those sightless eyes. And I do think it could be something that we will do at some point soon.
I'm glad you could join us.
You may notice that he's got a different color question mark on him, and this is because this is the class hall thing. You know we had the garrison in Draenor? Well, now we got class hall. This is a little bit different.
Azeroth will not fall while we stand.
But it's still quite cool. Thank you for helping us gather together, Grundorn. We must stand united. Ooh, not bad. Our gathering has identified several weapons of immense power. In the right hands, these holy artifacts give us a fighting chance against the Legion. We cannot pursue all of them at once. We risk too much if we spread ourselves that thin. We must agree on where our efforts are best focused. That is why I asked you here, Grundorn, as one of our greatest champions. You must be our voice of reason and decide our next move. Select an artifact weapon to pursue. Artifact
brothers
weapons.
And sisters, we must not forget the Ashbringer. Tyrion may be gone, but the High Blade is still out there somewhere.
You got the Silver Hand. Right, this is one thing with Legion, was you had a legendary weapon that you went and got, and then you worked on upgrading it, and that was kind of like the thing that you did in Legion. And then in the next one, in Battle for Azeroth, they've got the heart artifact power and the Heart of Azeroth type thing. I mean, we don't really have much of a choice with here. We've got to go for the holy weapon, which is a two-handed mace. We've got to go for the retribution weapon, the Ashbringer. I mean, there's got a whole load of stuff behind it, which is pretty cool. I haven't collected the appearance to that, so I would like... It requires retribution, though. That one requires holy. And then we've got this one, which is a shield. So we don't need to worry about getting any kind of shield, but a one-handed mace, which is becoming increasingly more difficult for us to get. Because like this one here is a two-handed mace. So even that one, if we were holy, that wouldn't work either. So it's a Truth Guard. An ancient Vrykul saga speaks of a shield crafted by Tyr himself. During the Winterscorn War, it was used to expose Loken's lies to the Vrykul and convert many to Tyr's cause. The final resting place of the shield was lost to time, but rumors point to one who might know the final chapters of its story. Are you sure you wish to pursue this artifact? It may be some time before you're able to seek out the others. I am sure. It is the one that I want. Just say thank you.
We will prevail.
Weapons of Legend. Excellent choice. There's no time to waste. You may be familiar with Auric Trueheart. He has devoted his time after the Northrend campaign to learning more about Tyr. Auric has evidence of a powerful shield crafted by Tyr a long time ago. With the help of the Sunwalkers, we may finally be able to seek it out. Please speak to him immediately. Speak with Auric Trueheart.
Take care of yourself out there.
That'll be that dude over there. Okay, we have a long way to go there.
Hello.
Hello, glad to see you.
Goodbye. Since the defeat of the Lich King, I've spent my time around Ulduar learning about Tyr. He was the only Titan Keeper who fought Loken during his betrayal. I found a very cool saga describing a powerful shield Tyr crafted for his very cool champion to carry into battle.
I have some ability to speak with the long-departed. We may be able to question the hero in this saga directly.
Aye, that's my hope. With your help, we have a chance of finding this artifact.
Okay, that sounds pretty good.
Greetings!
I'm glad you're coming. I've been wanting to pursue this for some time now. With help from the Seers, I think it can be done. Naturally, I've done some legwork. I've done some legwork already. I believe this gore of old is buried at Shield Hill in the Howling Fjord. Tahu can help locate the grave, and with a short ritual, we should have our answers. Meet us at Shield Hill in the Howling Fjord, and we'll move on to the next step.
The tower in the middle of Dolaran has a portal to Wormrest Temple. Should get you most of the way there. Tahu, thanks again for helping us paladins.
You asked the Sunwalkers for aid, and I've come. May my presence bring success to your quest, Auric.
Right. Why is it the more space my bags can carry, the less space in my inventory I actually have? I think I'm turning into a hoarder. You're traveling. This is. I'm saying he's traveling down a dark path. It is too late for me. I'm already down that path, as many of you know. Well, though I've managed to empty out my bags pretty well at the moment. But I think he should turn around and save himself while he still can, because otherwise it's just going to be too late. Now, one thing that I don't have on this character, we've got a Stormwind Hearthstone there. We've got a Garrison Hearthstone for Draenor. We've got a Dalaran Hearthstone, which will bring us back here. And at the moment, I've got that one, which also takes me to Stormwind. Which is better than that one, because that one takes me to the Mage Tower, I think. And that's not quite so good. So this one here at the moment, but we'll be reusing that one there. We're going to be using that elsewhere. What I don't have is the toy. There is a ring that you can get from the original Dalaran, and I don't have it on this character. Now, that ring is absolutely brilliant because you can use it to teleport directly to old Dalaran, which is not something that we can do here. So I've got to go at the moment to the Mage Tower and use... Is it that? Yes. No, it's not that. That's not the one that I want there. There's a tower here somewhere, and I gotta go... Oh, maybe I gotta go upstairs to use that one. It's very likely that a portal to one... Oh, portal... So what's this one here, then? To Northrend. Okay, I don't actually know what that one is. But I do know that I need to take a little bit of a wander around here. I've got... Is it up there? I don't even know how to get into that one. Come in here. It's gotta... Well, it's not out there. It's not out here. Right, there's... It's gotta be upstairs somehow. We've got this room here. This is a portal room in here. I've got a portal trainer right there, but she's not interested.
Light bless you.
This is not where I want to go. I've got there a room, but that's no good to me either. And then out... Nope. Okay, so it's not here. Well, how am I supposed to get to that bit? It's a very important bit. Take the portal to Wormrest Temple. Says right there, take the portal to Wormrest Temple. When I look in here, I got nothing. So I gotta get up there. Does anybody know how I get upstairs? Unless... Chamber of the Guardian. Oh, am I upstairs now? I think I am upstairs. I think this is actually where I'm supposed to be. This is the upstairs bit. Come in here. These right here, those are like things that we get now. It is in here. Okay, so I was in the right place. I was absolutely in the right place. I just didn't realize I was in the right place. So that's where I need to go. I need to go right there. This will jump me to Northrend. No, I actually need to go over to where the Vrykul are. But I want to go to Dalaran first. Oh, no, I haven't got any money. Kind of want to go and see if I can get the ring in Dalaran that will teleport me back. But I can't remember where that ring is and how much it costs. I think it costs a fortune. Which is something... I'm just going to look that one up a minute. Harold Winston, the jewelry vendor in Dalaran, sells it for 8,500 gold. Right, Harold Winston, 8,500 gold. Now, these here are all quests that we don't want any part of. That's nothing to do with us. That is... You can see their pale marks, and that is because that's all low-level stuff. So what I actually want to do is... I want to speak to Torrestraza, Major Domo. Yes, please, I'd like to return. Actually, you know what? I don't. I just want to mount up. I've got a flying mount here that I can use, so it's just as easy for me to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fly straight up that way, and that takes us up the path of the Titans, up through here. And we are going to head up there. Now, once we get there... Oh, hang on. There is something else that we will also be able to see along the way, and that is potentially some mining materials, in particular cobalt. There is a little bit of saronite available in this zone, but not very much, so mostly we're after the cobalt. And that's quite a valuable thing as far as our Northrend mining is concerned. Northrend, not mining, our Northrend, what do you call is concerned. Our, I know the word, I know the one that I mean. Not, engineering, the Northrend engineering. There's another one there, I missed that one. All the way down in the pit. It is a little bit of a nuisance having to sort of bypass and rush on out to get them, but it's worth the effort, because cobalt is a rather expensive thing to go and get. Not actually expecting to get that. That's one of the reasons it's expensive, is because there's not that much of it lying around. So I'm not expecting to find that much in a straight line run up to Dalaran. But it does appear that we're finding some, which surprises me. We've already found 2 nodes, which is remarkably good, actually, because normally I'd had 7 bits of cobalt ore already in just that short space of time. Now, I don't think there are actually any mining nodes available anywhere in Crystal Song Forest. I could, again, be wrong on this. Right? Never quote me on any. If I say that there's something that has or hasn't happened, never quote me on it, because I could very easily be wrong. The only thing that I'm doing at the moment is I just want to have a look and see if we've got the ring up here. See if I can actually buy it. We've got Curiosities and More Consignment House right there. I've got the Dalaran Visitor Center, the Arsenal Absolute. Well, that's all we got time for at the moment. I'm going to have a little break here in Dalaran from slaughtering demons and get a bit of much-needed R&R. In the meantime, if you enjoyed the episode, then please hit down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to go and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frith Guard. Goodbye, and see you later.